Have you ever been asked the question, what is weight? Well, I've responded previously, oh, it's mass, but was quickly corrected, no, it's mass on Earth. That's what weight is from a physics perspective. In BGP, weight is a Cisco proprietary attribute. That means that it is probably not going to be shared, because most things that are proprietary in BGP are not going to have wide-reaching effects. So this attribute is not communicated in the BGP updates. It is local to the router, reaffirming what I was just saying. Now, when we look at weight right here, we can see that we have this number, and that looks like it's about halfway in the spectrum of a 16-bit value. So we have a range of 0 through 65,535, and it says default of 0. Let's understand this a little bit better, because we in fact see two different defaults in the real world. If we originated the route, we are going to see a very high weight. So we are originating these routes, which is also confirmed by having the next hop IP addresses of all zeros. But for the most part, it is safe to say that the BGP weight attribute is going to default as 0. Now what this does is it allows us to bind a BGP attribute to received routes that is going to influence outbound path selection. So let's say we've got this route over here, this network, 209.165.201.0. Now the problem is that we have some symmetrical pathways. And BGP might have chosen, and it would have chosen this through things like the router ID of router 4. BGP might have chosen, without us manipulating anything, a weight of 0, with a weight of 0, that is going to go through R4. But we want it to be different. We want it to go through Autonomous System 6530. So here's what we could do. We could say that routes received from R2 are going to, on R1, get a weight of 200. And routes received from R4 coming in on R1 are going to get a weight of 150. And with weight, bigger is better. With weight, bigger is better. And so if I see routes with a weight of 200 versus a weight of 150, the 200 wins. I'm going to choose that. And so the routes or the packets will leave my autonomous system when going to those destinations that have a weight of 200. So the things to understand is this is only affecting R1. If there were other routers in your autonomous system, they would not be influenced. It would only be R1 and its path selection. So this is a good way to affect routing policy on your edge routers. But if you have multiple tiers of BGP routers in your autonomous system, this loses impact and also loses deterministic impact, which is kind of a scary thing. So understanding that it's local to the router is very important.